Recently, the commentary YouTuber Ducky has been getting exposed left and right, but what y'all don't know is that these videos only cover the surface of Ducky's actions. So today, not only will we look deeper into this, but I'll also be exposing him for an incident that I had personally with Ducky. With how serious it is, we will also be confronting Ducky in this video. Watch until the end. I first met Ducky after I posted this video on Packout 2.0 aka Puss. It was a video calling him out for being friends with somebody who spread CP. It's not like he didn't know either. He was literally the one to publicly call the dude out. But then he became friends with him just a few months later as if nothing happened. Me and him actually had a very civil talk that same day, but a few hours later, this man Ducky had to ruin it. He ended up doing something far worse than everybody in that situation already. For a few minutes in one of my videos talking about this whole situation, I exposed Ducky for blackmailing me. Here's what I'm gonna do for y'all, alright? I'm gonna show like half of this, it's a few minutes, because that video ended with Ducky apologizing to me. But there was one crucial detail before that I did not put in the video. So real quickly, just hear this out. But I get a DM from this person named Ducky who I had no clue who the hell this dude was. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to set up for the stream. This duck wanna tell me why he's sending Plus try to dox Shinzu in 2023. Shin? Who? I try to dox somebody? I talked to Plus regarding this video and an update video is coming soon. This dude Duck tells me to delete my video, just straight up. That's when I say like, no, who are you? Like this dude's trying to press me. That's also when I go to his channel which said documentaries. I seen that he was getting some views, you know? He says LOL, good luck, indicating a threat. I know this is your first time getting views, but doesn't mean you have to keep the video up. Better to be genuine so you don't get exposed yourself. At this point, he was just being rude too. I don't like doing that ego stuff, but I've gotten big time views before. I don't need Puss for views. I don't need nobody for views. My most popular video was on somebody with 60 subscribers. Then this dude Duck goes on to like give me the list of things that could end my career, quote unquote, for your Doxer associates and history of mishandling situations and slandering other YouTubers. Oh, and also y'all, something I noticed is that with this message that he first sent me, he edited this message. This is the original message. It was meant to defame me. Anyways, he told me to delete my video after my update video at least. I said the main point in that video is still true and we confirmed that when I called Puss. I will say my criticism about you associating with him after that whole CP incident, that still stands.
No. I understand everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I will say this, he's been my friend for a long time, and like I'm not gonna publicly tell everybody you should like this guy. No, okay. I'm not gonna say that. I'm never gonna say that, and I probably won't make content with this guy ever. Okay?
I was standing on shit. He then says also, why do you promote our content although you claim you're cleaning the internet? The same YouTuber that he's circling at, I got that YouTuber banned. At this time, I was still trying to get that person banned because they literally had uncensored Roblox on the website. But he's trying to say, oh, because I'm laughing at it. I'm with my brother. He is in shock. Of course I'm gonna laugh at that. The rest of the stuff is just the same thing over and over again, but at one point I say, buddy, do you have any idea how confusing that drama was? One moment Parlo's exposing him, the next thing I know he's clearing his name. I had nothing to do with that drama. I literally distanced from Sidekick when it kicked off. You started a year ago. You weren't there when this all started. At least I thought he was there, but he took this message, went to Parlo, and said that I called Sidekick innocent. When? I don't know about that drama, as I said to you. Now look, also I want to bring this up. Him editing messages, he has a history of doing this, and it's for even sinister reasons, so you have to stick around. Just off that alone, that is a very detrimental mistake he's making, especially considering he has a history of doing this, which we will talk about more later in this video. But right now, focus up. Where he lives, in Australia, let me show y'all. Australia, it is very legally detrimental to be doing some blackmail stuff like that. If you don't know what blackmail is, I explained it in this video. I'm about to show it right now. No, I did skip over this. He's telling me you have 24 hours to delete your video or me and others will be making a video on you. This could be considered blackmail because blackmail is a criminal act of coercion using a threat. Basically, this meaning compelling the other act to do an involuntary manner and threatening them, giving them no choice but to do what you please. You can pause and read these if you want to, but these are literally all the Australian territories and their regulations and laws regarding blackmail. Now, no, I'm not saying that Duck is gonna get prison time for a little Discord drama we had, but he has influence and he knows this. He's gonna abuse that influence to make me lose my career, quote unquote. It could simply be with the intent of either gain or loss of another party. I call this out in the server because I'm literally already on my stage, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are active this day. My friend Senzo goes to Ducky and says, yo bro, stop meat writing. Ducky just says, wait for Parlo vid. You're gonna see in this clip. Also in this clip, you can see Ducky being rude to my peoples, calling them broke kids.
Who is this, bro? He's the definition of irrelevant. Never heard this man's name in my life. Stay broke, kids. That's funny.
Who does think he is, bro?
Exactly.
In this next clip, we were asking for proof from this man because he was firm with his claim that I doxed somebody or that I helped dox.
Is there proof? Bro, get this. Shut up, bro.
No, that's recording you free of his man.
Duck is claiming that was a part of doxing proof. This Are you? Send the proof. If he doesn't have proof, I'm banning him. He's just wasting time.
Don't ban him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ban him. I'm saying if he doesn't send anything, I'm gonna ban him. He's wasting time.
Now, minutes later, he's still doing the same thing. He's just talking to my people in the chat, acting like he's all high status above them and avoiding the point.
Just do it. See, okay, he has 1 minute left. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. You better do it. Okay, are you recording this, bro? Because all he's doing is avoiding the point.
I'm recording this. He's avoiding the point.
So, point. That's it. It's done. Wasting time.
In this next clip, Duck himself literally said, I don't have to prove shit to them when I can make a video and have 10,000 times the influence. So he was just bullshitting. He proves himself. Literally it's cause his ego was hurt. So he was gonna make this exposed video on me.
Because he slandered my friend. This guy averages 2K views. See, exactly. You're just claiming it. You're just claiming stuff. I don't have to prove stuff. But you just said what you said. Like, is the proof? Like, hello? We asked you 10 times.
Now, if y'all aren't taking this as serious as it is right now, it was at this point where Ducky went to Parlo and what's the dude name? Gwamgo. He claimed that I said Sidecat was innocent. At this point, he's just twisting my words to make me sound like a bad guy so he could get me exposed, ended. I had never said Sidecat is innocent. Alright, I shouldn't even have to explain myself when it comes to that because I'm not involved in Sidecat's drama. Here's when my friend Vesner made a group chat so I could confront Duck. The way he tries to prove that I said Sidecat is innocent is by showing the screenshot of me DMing Duck saying, yo, like I literally distanced from this dude when the whole drama kicked off. The drama is confusing. One moment Parlo's clearing his name, next thing you know he's exposing him. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing to me. Here's a clip of that. Now, in this next clip, he tries to twist the narrative that, oh, it's all Gwamgo's fault. He's the one that said it, bro. Confront Gwamgo. He adds Gwamgo to the group chat as well as Parlo. Parlo just came in here trolling. And yes, obviously, Gwamgo made that claim, but it was literally because Gwamgo and Ducky were talking about my video on Puss. It was just a random statement by Gwamgo. A random statement. Duh. You're the one who came to my DMs blackmailing me. You're the one who went to Parlo trying to defame me. So don't try to twist the narrative, because in this whole situation, you did the f***ing most. Here's the clip of that. He's saying Gwamgo said I'm close with him. I don't even talk to Gwamgo. I'm not friends with him. I'm not friends with Gwamgo.
Wait, Gwamgo?
Gwamgo, I do not talk to him at all.
Oh wait. That's not Carlo's actual. In the mic. Guys. And for the record, I know it is the real Parlo because while I was in that server, I was semi-active, and I knew that when I had CONFRONT added, and I would click on Parlo's profile and I think he was a mutual friend.
really get a point. Ducky has 35,000 subscribers. He makes some really good videos, but you're just gonna run with a narrative, a random statement as your narrative. Like what, bro? Come on, bruh. As I said, I was close to Sidekid before his whole drama. I distanced myself when it kicked off, when it first kicked off, years ago, bro. So here's me debunking what Ducky was talking about. What me and Sidecat were talking about was literally about somebody who was mentioning both of us on YouTube. They were also mentioning a bunch of whole other YouTubers and stuff. Just a random obsessive troll. Now after I debunked what he was talking about, he just goes right back to talking about just delete the video on Puss, man. I talk about why I'm keeping that video up. But dude, this man Duck proceeds to continue to bring up random ass shit to continue to make me look bad, even though he knows I debunked the main things he was talking about. Only because he had a problem with me, he was still trying. You see how he's pushed this so bad?
Let me see.
He's saying I glorified R34.
Bro, he proved that.
Yeah, he's talking shit, bro. Give up. Really.
WH me.
Who's Arham? Who invited this?
That is not no Gwamgo thing.
You get me out.
Gwamgo then gets online. He asked me, were you not friends with Sidekid in 2023? Here's where I explained that. The YouTuber I was referring to was Alex. I remember Sidekid and Alex had some sort of beef, and that just had a whole chain reaction. I could be wrong though, that's just my perspective on the whole situation. This was what resolved the whole night. Alright, this man Doug goes to my DMs. I'm gonna read this as it plays. I apologize for accusing you of being friends with Sidekid. I trust Gwamgo as he is pretty legit with everything he covers on YouTube, and he's close with a lot of other YouTubers. But if you don't associate with Sidekid, then that's good. I recommend you don't, since he kind of false like Parlo and help Doc's you know what he said.
Epic, do you know who that is? The board gamer?
I don't know.
Board gamer. What? Did Duck say that you associate with him too?
I don't know Duck Gamer or what's his name? XD Gamer? I don't know. Now that was a large chunk of this video, but we haven't even got that deep down in the iceberg yet. So far, just off that night, Duck committed blackmail as well as slander. I thought that would be the end of it, but I thought wrong. On April 13, 2025, Gwamgo made a video exposing the YouTuber Buckid for being a CP consumer. Within the same 24 hours of that video being dropped, Ducky makes a video, The End of Buckid. I believe in that same span, I also made a video on Buckid. Gwamgo was the original exposer, alright? Now here's the difference between me and Ducky's video. My video was more to make Buckid's fans aware of his actions, but Ducky's intentions are literally unknown because he literally stole Gwamgo's video. I had seen this when watching it, I was like, yo, it's kind of weird. Like, it literally has Gwamgo's video intro inside of it. As Gwamgo said in his recent Ducky video, how the hell do you steal somebody's intro? But anyways, in a group chat I was in with Gwamgo that originated off of the whole Parlo situation that you'll see right up here, Gwamgo had brought this up. Not too long later, I also heard that Ducky said that if Gwamgo makes a video on him or strikes him, Ducky will end his career. At the time, I did not know the full extent of what Gwamgo was talking about, but he explains it in this video.
And just when you think it can't get more shameless, Duck is now threatening to expose me if I release this video. Not because what I'm saying is false, but because he's desperate to stop it from spreading. What's he planning to expose me for? A situation from last year. A situation he already admitted I did nothing wrong in. This isn't about justice, this is retaliation trying to twist old irrelevant drama into ammo. It's the oldest trick in the book.
But yeah, when I heard that, that's when I first decided that I was, okay, yeah, nah, I'm gonna expose Ducky for what he did to me. Because now this is strike 2. You literally stole someone's work, but you're over here saying you're gonna expose them if they call you out for it? The situation gets even worse too, alright? The YouTuber Nyvalk had also heard about this, so he decided to make a video of his own on Ducky. His video was not meant to be like a full exposal, but it was meant to be a preview as to what would be coming. Here we are on Nyvalk's channel, Meet the Most Evil Commentary YouTuber Ever, Documentaries.
He told me to strike Dylan. By the way, I'm 13 years old. He wants a 13-year-old to falsely terminate Dylan's channel. This could get my YouTube channel terminated if I tried this. This is not okay. Ducky is a disgusting person.
This is where Gwamgo says, why did you offer somebody $300 to file an illegal strike? Ducky says on Dylan the Icon, the person who struck me falsely, that guy, he false striked me, proving Gwamgo's retaliation point more. Duck was gonna send a false strike back. Not just do that, but he was gonna have a kid do his dirty work for him. What's crazy is Nyvalk got so much hate on this video. People were mainly hating on him because Nyvalk made a point about the slop content. That's what people chose to rock with. They didn't even want to talk about the false striking stuff. After Gwamgo's video, that's when people decided to side with Nyvalk finally. Here's the thing, man. Ducky had so many chances to make things right. He had so many chances. No, it's not even just about apologizing, bruh. It's about knowing what you did, accepting what you did, and bettering yourself. You were given a platform, alright bruh? Since the moment it started until now, you've doubled in subs. That's big. With great power comes great responsibility. You were given so many chances, but you still folded. So I hope y'all see why is mad at Ducky, bro. We haven't even covered everything either yet. Now you guys, I got a group of people because we were on a mission now. Before I talk about that, let's talk about these real quick. Some evidence that Ducky does this for views. This is the night the whole incident happened with me originally. They think packing someone is exposing. They are all clowns. I'm gonna make a Packard video and speak on this clown. This was during the time the whole Packard hate train was viral. And looking at this screenshot, my friend Senzo says you have 35k subs and you believed him without showing any proof they talked. Also, I want to clarify, me and Gwamgo are cool, you know what I'm saying? All love to bro. But Duck is here saying because Gwamgo is a trusted source. At this time, I didn't even talk to Gwamgo. I knew who Gwamgo was. Gwamgo knew who I was, but we had never interacted at that point. Naturally, as human beings, we're gonna have assumptions about certain people, even if we don't know them. But Gwamgo was real respectful to me in that group chat. Ducky took it too far, to a point where he literally broke laws. It was also at this point that we discovered that Ducky was trying to get internet anarchists involved, but we were not backing down. Do you notice a pattern here? With my original situation with Ducky, he was trying to get Parlo and Gwamgo involved. Now that he's having a situation with Gwamgo, he's looking to get internet anarchists involved. At this point, he's gonna get Mr. Beast involved. What do these people have to do with the situation? He goes to them, twists the narrative to get that big YouTuber validation. Listen here, we are all human beings. This goes to all YouTubers. I don't care if you have 50 million subs or 10 subscribers. These bodies are going to the dirt at the end of our lives. Everything we have isn't coming to the grave with us. Get that ideology that you're just so much better than all these other people out of your mind. Because if that's the case, then what if one day you just lose everything? What are you now? But anyways, look, on April 19th, we have these DMs between Ann and Duck. I find it odd that you randomly switched sides and edited your messages. I didn't switch sides, I was joking the whole time. Then why did you edit your messages? I didn't. Oh, it was one big prank, guys. Dude, you asked her to strike somebody because you got striked. I'm a YouTuber too, I get it. We get pissed off when we get false striked. I've been false striked before. But stop trying to cover it up with a shovel, bro. But yeah, we decided we were going to confront Ducky this night. Well, not this night, but April 20th, 2025, 2 p.m. I'll make a group chat with Sens, Ann, Chicken Man, Chandler, the Cleaning the Internet founder, Nyvalk, Swag, and Alex, 17. The reasoning I added Ann and Nyvalk was because obviously that was around the time I had seen the screenshot of Ducky going to them to strike somebody. So they were definitely involved. I told Duck like, yo, we should talk about this, bruh. You wanna know what this man does? So in response, Chandler says, bruh, f you then, Duck. Nyvalk says, p ass motherfucker. Chandler says, Duck is f***ing ducking. Well, there was nothing more we could do. At this point, it was the waiting game for Gwamgo's video on Ducky to release. May 16th, 2025, Gwamgo releases his video on Ducky. At this point, a lot of new things have happened, which I want to dedicate this section of this video to be my response to those. Chicken Man had reached out to Ducky saying, is this you? Why would you threaten to make a video about someone who has done nothing wrong? Threatening people without justification can cause harm and damage their reputation. And that's not how a commentary YouTuber should behave. You wanna know what this man Ducky responds with, bruh? Those messages are fake, and I have already got my legal team to contact Epic. Do not message me regarding him or I'll unnad you, thanks. This was on May 7th. To this day, it is May 23rd when I'm recording this voiceover. There is no legal team in my inbox. This is where my friend Sen confronts him. He says I didn't say that, most likely referring to a DM he said to me. Sen says, what? It's shown on the Epic M1 video, referring to my video explaining the Packhouse situation and how Ducky got himself involved for no reason. Ducky says, yeah, he faked messages. Sen says, faked? It's on the Discord application. Duck says, I already have contacted my legal team. Sen says, and it's recorded. Ducky, here is a literal phone screen recording of our DMs. He then says, I don't care, I will get the money back, and the team will handle it. Sen says, so are you saying instead of talking with Epic on this one? Duck says, not me, I have talked to Epic. Sen says, you choose to sue him. Are you able to show DMs with Epic M1? Duck says I don't have him added. Sen says you can still show DMs even when you're not added. That's common sense already. Literally, you can literally still show DMs if you don't have me added. I have mutuals with you. It's not like, bro, come on, dude. Then Duck's talking about like, yo, I'm gonna ask my legal team if I can show this. Here's what Duck also said. I got the message mixed up when I messaged him and edited the message when I realized that it was written wrong. He screenshotted it before I edited the message and took it out of context, not only claiming I said this publicly, but leaving out important context. This was because I was talking to Shinzu at the time every day, which he can attest, and was most likely talking to him as I was writing the message to Epic. So, hold on. Shinzu. I didn't know of your existence until Ducky DM'd me. Did you say that I doxed you? But to respond to this, Ducky, you did say it publicly. You not only went into my Discord server, but Parlo's server. But that's besides the point, alright, bruh? Come on, don't call me a liar because of that, bro. Because at the end of the day, my most important claim was that you blackmailed me. That is indefensible on your end. So it's good that you corrected yourself. But like, bro, after I was debunking these claims and whatnot, you started just stacking more and more random shit on me, saying I glorify R34. Are you serious? So don't treat this as a little mistake. You were intentionally trying to end my career. Now this is where he says, yes, I told him to delete the vid because I was friends with Puss and he was crying in my DMs about Epic. Sen says, he's supposedly crying now? What the f? Wasn't he friends with Jason, the cheese pizza poster? And I don't know what happened before this, but Sen says, yeah, but saying you have 24 hours sounds like blackmail, no? Duck says I can't speak on those claims as they are serious and my legal team really wouldn't want me to talk about those allegations. Now, Buckid made a video talking about his experience with Ducky. It was regarding an exposed document on somebody that Buckid had made. Ducky took that document, made a video about it, used evidence from the document, and didn't credit Buckid. Later on in this video, I will be talking to Buckid in VC. He will be giving a VC testimonial. But anyways, Buckid goes to the comments and says, my intention for making that video wasn't to steal info, just to make a video and discredit your work. I thought it would be a good time to make the Hudzo video since my other developer video did well and I wanted to bring awareness to the topic. The document was written very well. I didn't mean to speak on it as if it were my own points, instead recycling your words in the document to make the same point you were trying to make with said document. I have privated my video on Hudzo and will make a community post to promote your new video when it's out. Your points are still valid and I'm working towards improving my content in every way possible. As for Gwamgo's video, it does contain points that I would like to take accountability for. But there is still a lot of lies and misinformation that I need to clear up. If you're accountable about that, you still have the blackmail to address, Ducky. You still have stealing content to address, bro. Now, under Gwamgo's video, I had left a comment. Ducky is someone who thinks he's better than all of you as human beings because he has some influence. When I called out his friend for something serious, this dude Ducky decided to blackmail me with false claims that I doxed a YouTuber named Shinzu. And that wasn't it. He wrote down an entire list of false things that he would end my career with. He said I have 24 hours to delete my video or I will be exposed. He also lied to Parlo and Gwamgo, claiming I said things I never said. I debunked everything, and he apologized, but considering his situation with Gwamgo now as well as other YouTubers, he has not changed. It's time we see him for who he truly is. Arham also made a statement which will be important, alright? Hi, for those of you who don't know, I'm Arham, Gwamgo's video editor, and I work hard to edit each one of these videos. I was also one of Ducky's first Discord members, and was an admin for his Discord server from December 2024, April 2025. And Ducky decided to ban me from his server when Gwamgo confronted him, and because I made a joke about him stealing my work in the video, which at that point, I had not watched the video. When I watched the video, he is talking about the Buckid video that Ducky had stole. And we watched previous videos he made, I noticed that they were all stealing content from other people, including people I know like Parlo or Gwamgo. So I decided to help confront Ducky because the work I do for Gwamgo is to pay for my schooling. And Ducky completely stealing Gwamgo's videos means the videos get fewer views, which also means I get less money to pay towards that. After I brought this up to Ducky, he claimed that he would pay me 20% of the video's earnings for my work, but proceeded to not pay me at all. And because of this, I'm working with Gwamgo to make this video. This is where Puss gets involved, alright? He goes to Gwamgo's server and pinpoints my comment saying, question mark, question mark, question mark? Epic M1 does the same exact thing, lol, but even I respond saying I don't put myself on a pedestal over other human beings. Puss says, of course, meaning content-wise. Sens comes and says, what content-wise? LMAO, is this projecting? Puss then argues, really watered-down version, pinpointing my Buckid and Pottimer video. Sens responds saying, why can't he shed light to the Pottimer situation, LMAO? Is that an issue? Now, don't try to make the argument that I sent Sen over here, alright? Sens is very active in this Gwamgo server. Anybody else that came? It's because I was in VC with them and they heard what was going on. But anyways, Puss says it's exactly what Ducky is getting criticized for, bro. Question mark, question mark, question mark. He went over other people's info and footage. To that, I say no. Ducky straight up stole that content. He was made aware that somebody edits those videos and is paying for the schooling with the money he gets paid for editing the videos. So I make this point, bro, I'm not stealing content. There are points, like in this video, where I will show a portion of Gwamgo or Paulo's video. But the main things about my videos is never about other people's videos. I genuinely felt reason to make that video on Pottimer because to that very moment, and to this moment still, he is getting millions of views full of youngins who don't know what this man literally did. Someone even came to defend me. Over half of his footage is not his own. So anyways, Puss says, doesn't seem you understand. I say, I'm trying to understand. Puss says, it's not shedding light 2 months late going over known information. Someone comes to defend him saying that's a good point, not gonna lie. I'll talk about this in just a second. Sen says, what do you mean? You're comparing Ducky that steals 50% of the video to Epic. What point is this making exactly? I say no, he has a good point, I get it, I was late. But with my Pottimer video, I generally wanted to raise awareness since he still had hella fans and was posting videos like he isn't up. Then this man Puss says, also Epic, you literally clickbait in the beginning of all your videos with my criticism in the past saying you confront the person in VC, which never happens, which is straight up view baiting. Now my response to that, alright, he kept going on about this whole view baiting claim. In a lot of my videos, I say like, yo, watch until the end because we will try to confront this person. Some videos they do happen, some they don't. And yeah, I'm late to the situation, but okay, Pottimer is still getting millions of views as I said, but oh, it's 2 months late, bruh. You're doing this for views, bro. I literally had YouTuber friends tell me like, yo, Before I made that Potterman video, bro, they told me you're not gonna get views on that video. You're late. But I didn't care. So Sen says Epic M wanted to raise awareness. Is that wrong to do so? Pus says not the right way. What do you mean not the right way? What? You don't bait a viewer to think one thing will happen and it doesn't. You're the only person who complained. You're saying that VC part like it's so bad. He then shows the screenshot. Oh, he said he confronted Potterman. That surely is an issue. Wah. Pus says, bro, this literally frames everything. He then says, bro, you can't take criticism, LOL. It's simple annoyance with content. The whole video was pointless 2 months late. As someone f***ing a part of it, this was useless. And a simple cash grab. Sens then says, what cash grab? LMAO, he said it's spreading awareness. Why is monetization on? Pus says. I respond to the screenshot and say, we are going to attempt to confront Potterman, is exactly what I said. You're trying to frame it as me saying, we VC'd later in this video. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, alright? Kinda the same deal. But I continue on saying, stop trying to bring up little points to make me look all bad. I don't give a damn if I was late, and no, it wasn't a cash grab. All of my YouTuber friends told me I wouldn't get views on that video since I was late. He then deleted some sort of message, which I don't even know what he deleted. But then Sens asked, hey, weren't you the person that cried to Ducky on DMs? Cause Pus had said, oh, this man can't speak for himself, Epic, he's Pus said no, he DM'd me. Yo dude, I really CBF, I don't know what that means, watching this video. Is it good at all, or is this dude genuinely mad at you? Pus says no, it's a really pointless video. I confronted the dude in the stage about it. Duck says, why is he making a vid? Is he slow? So that's Duck continuing to twist the narrative, as if Pus was all emotional over this video and this situation. That would literally only serve as an excuse for Ducky. At this point, the mods were telling us like, yo, stop this, cut this, go to DMs or something. I had said, let me scroll up to where I said it. No, I'll stop dead ass. Pus continues going, saying, just this pissed me off. Swag says, and he's still going. Swag says, this guy's mad weird, bro. I said, he's still going, y'all. I don't know what Pus tried to accomplish with doing this stuff. You try to say I'm doing the same thing as Ducky, that failed. Because that's cap. At the end of the day, Ducky still steals content and he blackmailed me. He is someone who abuses the platform that he has. I just felt it was necessary to respond to all of that because I know with these videos on Ducky, they will try to use those as validation points. Now we're about to talk to Buckid, someone who has a personal experience with Ducky. Basically, Buckid had made an exposed document on someone named Hudzo. He had sent this to Ducky as Ducky was asking, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to share the sauce, let Ducky know what's going on. But little did he know, Ducky would do something crazy.
Others. So when I sent it over to Ducky, I didn't expect Ducky to read the whole document word for word. Even at the parts where I wrote down like, if my previous points didn't convince you that he shouldn't own a dog, I'm hoping this one will. Bro read it word for f***ing word like it was his point.
And if my previous points didn't convince you that he shouldn't own a dog, I'm hoping this one will.
To think I spent...
He then says that, you know what I'm saying, Ducky had added the document in his description after Buckid reached out saying, yo, why is my document not in your description at least? He also mentioned that Gwamgo had made a point that Ducky likes to leave out important info in his videos. Buckid had mentioned that Ducky did the same with this Hudso video. He had called Hudso a zoo Also, during the whole Ducky and Nyvalk situation when that originated, as well as his situation with Sens, Buckid was involved. First, I asked him, what was your whole POV of the Nyvalk, Sens, and Duck situation?
At first, like, because I was quote-unquote friends with Ducky, like, we had contact and everything, I was kind of blinded by everything. I thought the points in Nyvalk's video weren't that good because from my previous experiences with Nyvalk, I didn't, like, think his video is gonna be that good, you know? But then after like seeing Gwamgo's video and thinking about everything, I kind of rewatched it because like I had it downloaded and I kind of realized that yeah, that Ducky was in the wrong. I even like Nyvalk even had this like fight in DMs, quote unquote fight, but like I sent him like, I don't know why I was defending him before, that's my bad. He said I thought you were gonna meet Rodham, but much respect for this. I said I can recognize when I'm wrong, sorry for that.
Secondly, I asked him to explain the whole zoo thing.
Yeah, so Hudzo is like somebody who consumes feral. Feral is like just the media of animals or things that look like animals, like straight up, not like furries or anything, just like straight up animals. So Hudzo is open about his usage of that, but he doesn't like outright say that he's a zoo because that would like hurt his reputation and like people would stop playing his games and everything. I think he's like pretty aware that the stuff he consumes is because he's like, I think he's gonna be 24 this year. Yeah, he just consumes of straight up dogs. Not really in real life, like drawn. Yeah, Ducky said like that he outright admitted himself that he's a zoo, which is like not true.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that was a case of Ducky just basically like not really, I guess, being thorough with the document.
Yeah, I think he like just went through it and then read it for like 8 minutes worth of footage and then just like threw it on YouTube for money. I don't think he like actually cares about the things he covers. He did say that he was gonna like distance himself from the commentary community, which is nice, but like I don't know, it doesn't really like negate the stuff that he did.
Thirdly, I asked, is there anything else that you want to be known on the internet? Like any details you could have missed in the video you posted on Ducky?
He made a comment. He then joined my server for like half a minute, sent a screenshot of the comment and then tagged me. Then I like DM'd him saying that he didn't like... His response was pretty good. I didn't expect like that good of a response from him. I expected that he was gonna be silent about this, but yeah, he also said that he was gonna like make a community post about my video when it comes out, because he kind of like recognized that he didn't do the topic justice, that he just kind of looked over it and everything.
Do you think he's actually like changing as a person?
I can't say for sure. Like I can only like tell you how I actually like feel about his response. Not like I think he's like gonna start making like original content. I don't think he's like actually sorry though. It's kind of mixed up in my mind. I don't think he like actually cares that much, but he's gonna change up his content and everything just for his reputation. I don't think he like actually cares about being sorry, or if he's actually sorry. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you actually explained that pretty well. We really can't really tell, like, based off his response, we can't really tell how he's actually feeling about this whole situation.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to see in the coming weeks of that. Hopefully he doesn't like steal more content. I know he's moving like from the commentary community, but he's still gonna make videos, and I'm just kind of afraid that he's gonna keep that tradition going, quote unquote tradition.
All right, y'all heard it from Buckid. Subscribe to his channel. Show some love to his recent video. Thank you for your time, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Subscribe to Epic M1, bro.
Oh yeah, do that
Why
too,
aren't
man.
you subscribed, bro?
Facts. There you heard it from Ducky, man. There you heard it from Ducky. I said Ducky. There you heard it from Buckid, bruh. Subscribe to him. Show some love to him, bruh. Man, oh man, we finally touched on everything. It's 5 a.m. now. As of the time I'm recording this voiceover, the sun is literally coming out now. I'm about to sleep good. But let's talk about Ducky's actions so far, alright? Blackmail, slander, stealing content. Not just content in the form of videos, but documents now. Research, bruh. Plagiarism. You know what? That's what this is. Plagiarism, bruh. Off of that, what do you think about this whole situation, bro? Let me know in the premiere chat or the comments. Put yourself in anybody who was involved's shoes. How would you feel if a YouTuber with influence was putting these false claims on you, pressuring you to make a decision that they desire? Otherwise, you're cooked. How would that make you feel? Because I'll tell you how that made me feel. I was disgusted to see somebody with influence, responsibility could do this. And I actually, bro, like, cause I see talent, and like, I always love to see that, bro. I always love to see upcoming YouTubers. You know, and this man apologized to me. For me, I thought I would say it was good, bro. But this man has a history of this So how can I feel bad for Ducky anymore? How can I feel bad for him? He did this to himself. We didn't even talk about the whole false striking stuff. Come on, bruh. But man, like, Ducky was given so many chances, bro. This is not as little as a mistake anymore. No, we shouldn't be cutting Ducky any slack. As we speak, he's literally making videos ignoring this whole situation. He literally downplayed everything that I had said as fake and that he's got a legal team. So when you look at his apologies and stuff, you must question, is he really accountable? Is he really taking this serious? Come on, bro. Now anyways, I just want to make it known that the following video is intended for educational purposes only. It is to inform, analyze, and document events based on publicly available information. We do not condone threats, harassment, or defamation. Viewer discretion is advised. All subjects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. I really wasn't gonna make this video at first, bruh. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was gonna let it slide, but as we said, we have to start seeing Ducky for who he really is. Ducky does not deserve the influence he has right now. So come on, help me out and make this known, bruh. Like this video, share it the around. However you want to share it too. Send it to your Discord server or make a short about it, TikTok. Spread the word, bro. Shout out to Gwamgo and Buckid. Shout out to Sens, Nyvalk, and everybody who was involved. Subscribe right now, we're on the road to 200K. If you want to help with these videos, join the Discord. Discord.gg/epicm1. Link in the description. Thank you for watching this whole video, bro. Just by you watching this whole video, you have helped a lot, bro. You've helped a lot. I'm so grateful for y'all. Each and every single one of y'all have contributed. You've helped the move at cleaning the internet, bruh. We're here to shine light on the bad. We're here to hold people accountable, man. We're here to make changes happen. We're strong together, bruh. Come on, bro. So thank you so much for sticking around. Without that being said, see you in the next video. Check out my recent video on the YouTuber channels.